Hi Leo, this is Jess with your November 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Leo, uh, what's going on, Leo? I'm getting once again, as I have in the past few months, I think, my readings are coming up very distinct, men versus women, very clearly. And as usual, just as I've said to every single sign, the world and the Wheel of Fortune is in everyone's spread so far. You are now the fifth sign that it's in. And so basically, this is a turning point for a lot of people. It may not be completely felt until May, into Taurus season. That's the next, right? Yeah. It may not be felt completely or realized or enacted completely until next year, May of next year. So keep that in mind. But something huge and major, a major shift, a major change that will change everything, okay? And kind of lock everything in May 2019. But this month will be a very determining factor in that. You may say, yeah, May was the month that ... And I'm telling every sign that they're going to refer back to May. I'm sorry, you're going to refer back to November and say that was the time when this all started. Little did I know, that type of thing. So for some of you, definitely coming into November, you've gotten over somewhat some anxiety and stress. Okay, you're leaving that in the months prior, so that's good. Although you're still not completely satisfied, you could have definitely experienced some losses and some disappointments recently. I do feel like work is your best friend. You may feel like you're able to concentrate on future goals and plans and visions for yourself when you're at work, because it seems like other things and people around you could be a bit problematic. I'm picking that up instinctively rather than what I see in the spread. I do feel like for some of you guys in the month of November, at least, there will be a challenge of perhaps you receiving the love from who you want to get it from, or you being able to express your love to who you want to express it to. We'll get a little deeper about that later. You may find it a challenge to get the offers that you're looking for. There may be a particular place you want to work, a particular business you want to get off the ground, a particular thing that you really want things to just go a certain way. That will be a challenge for you in the month of November. I do see some of you have just started working. You may have just gotten an offer, started a job, and you, right off the back, you don't get along with a particular person. It could be a supervisor, manager, a staff at the workplace, but there's someone you probably don't get along with. So it's like you're already out looking for something else, if you're already onto a whole new job. I do feel like some of you are thinking about moving, relocating, moving away from one company, trying to move on, but it's going to, you may need to take a step back. It may be a bit of a blow to your ego. It may have been taking the cells out of your wings, or the wings out of your cells, I believe, excuse me. And some of you actually just need to rest and recuperate. You've been working too much. You've been on the go too much. You've been focusing on one area, trying to forget about another area. And now it's all catching up to some of you, and you really need to rest so that you can get your second win. External to you, if you're looking for opportunities, I do see taking that reprieve is going to do you well. You will find that people are very receptive to you. You will find that people are perhaps willing to kind of collaborate with you and take things to the next level. So if you have had some near misses or just complete misses and disappointments in the past with people, try it again, because you'll find that people are being far more receptive. Now, again, I do see but that's what I want. That what you want may be blocked from you. That what you want may be a bit of a challenge. Again, as I said, there may be some restrictions on that which you really want, but there's other opportunities out there. There's other. So you may have to go with what is other until you can get what you want. Now, let's keep in mind, Saturn is in your sixth house of day-to-day work and your day-to-day life. So there's a lot of restrictions on your day-to-day life, how you interact with people. It's a lot of restrictions there. So keep that in mind, and that may have something to do with it here. That is a Saturn card. However, midway through, you may find that some people aren't as accessible at the workplace too. Some things are a little bit harder to accomplish than others, where in other areas dealing with people, you may find that it's completely fine. So just, be happy, I guess, with what you can get done and who is being more receptive to you, and, be patient with those that is a little bit more challenging, because it's just not the time right now. It's a bit restrictive. As I said, don't take it personal, see it for what it is. Halfway through November, however, I do see that there is going to be some type of secret that comes out. But it almost seems like it's going to be a relief, a release and a relief. Okay. Some of you, it could have something to do with family. It could have something to do again, with someone, could be probing. You may hear from your children. It could be like a call out of the blue that you've wanted to hear. They may be able to come see you for the holidays. And it's like out of the blue, out of the blue. They call and say, hey, we're going to come see you for the holidays. And it just makes your day. There could be someone in particular that you may have always been invited to their place or invited to a function, or you get an invite to a function that you didn't even anticipate. And it comes literally, like I said, out of the blue. You don't see it coming. But it's like just what you need to get you back up again and make you feel happy again. Because I feel like overall, you guys just kind of want to be happy. You don't want to deal with fighting anymore. You don't want to have to sit down and rest anymore. You don't want to be sick anymore. You just want to feel confident and be loved and have everyone be okay again. Second half of the month looks like something, again, out of the blue, a communication that comes in, but it could be, someone could be telling you, saying like, hey, what are you doing? Yeah. The end of the month. No, because I'm going to such and such and such and such. Well, what are you doing? And you say, I don't have anything I'm doing. Why don't you come with me? Or I just want to see what you were going to do. Now that you're available, I want to invite you. So it could be something like that, like someone's probing, trying to figure out where you stand on something. Once they find out that you are available, then they invite you out. It could be, but I get like more of a surprise that's going to come to you, but it'll be very happy surprise that you are going to get. Yeah. And it's going to come in really fast. Like someone's going to want to see you, spend time with you. This could be you too. You reaching out to someone, wanting to spend the holidays with them, inviting them to holiday festivities. But I feel like it's going to be a very happy time. Now, when we get into, this month for Leo is a very reflective month. It's like good things are happening, but it's this unfinished thing that you still can't 100% disconnect from. It could have something to do with monies that you owe. It could have something to do with child support. It could have something to do with loans. Anything where you owe money and you have to pay out money, or you're waiting on money. It's something about money being held up in some way for you. Or again, if it's not money, it's a final decision that needs to be made. Okay. All or nothing type of a decision that needs to be made. And it's almost like that. It's like that feeling, when you are a kid and it's like, when you get home, you're going to get a spanking, and, all day long, you got to go like that. I forget what movie that was in. All day long, the kid was thinking and thinking and thinking. They knew when they get home that they're going to get a spanking. So you may have had a great day in school, but when you get home, that's a different subject, right? It's that type of feeling where it's this unspoken loom that still hovers over you. You may think of it the first time you wake up in the morning. As soon as you go to bed at night, it's the last thing on your mind. But there's something that is plaguing a Leo, or some of you Leos, that really it's nothing you could do about right now. However, like I said, in the second part of the month, there is going to be a bit of reprieve, but then by the third week, you're back to this. I need to get rid of this situation. I need to end this situation. Either it calls for some type of communication, about home situation, about your next steps and what you're going to do about a home situation. Am I going to stay here? Am I going to move? You may need to go someplace. You may need to travel. You may need to go back to the scene of the crime almost, but you need to go back someplace and kind of face it head on. I feel like you've been kind of taking a rest long enough, but toward the end of the month, it's like you're going to at least want to see what you can do. And there may be some communication. Okay. Like, I don't want to argue, but I need to know this, or you want to start to tackle the things that you've been laying dormant. Once you do that and you finally kind of made some decisions on moving forward, there's still going to be some time that you will need because other things is going to take precedence. So you may be someone that's overworking yourself. So now you have to go back to work, and work is, overtime. This may be your high season at this time. So you're taking on as many hours as you can, and you're trying to hang in there. You're just trying to really hang in to a situation until you can see it all the way through. Okay. There will be some truths coming out. There will be some things that you're going to finally address and deal with. Again, as far as your home situation, again, if there's anything when it comes to finances, get on top of that, because again, it'll just give you more of a sense of peace. I do see that there is going to be 3 significant women in your life at the end of the month. That is going to be a huge mark in your life. It starts at the end of November. Okay. But like I said, you won't see the final culmination of this until May, I feel, 2019. There could be a mother, someone in your life, and someone at work. I don't know. But I think for all of you, there's 3 women. Now, Leo women, this could be you and 2 other women. It could be 3 whole women in your life. We do have the holiday season coming up at the end of November for the United States. So this could be, again, an event where there's sisters and mother, or, girlfriend or wife, but there is 3 people that's kind of coming together that makes a huge impact. Okay. This Jupiter going into Sagittarius, which, mind you, will be sitting in your 5th house, in your individual house. So these individuals will be making a huge impact on your life. I feel like, you could be getting invited to meet someone's family. You could be inviting someone to meet your family. But this is the beginning tides. Okay. And if it's a work situation, this will be a situation. Where am I? This can be a situation where these 3 women play a pivotal part. If you're looking for work, these 3 people will make a pivotal. You may find that, okay, you worked with this person, you were interviewed by this person, you interviewed with 3 different people, and then it's like, this is the one that I settled on, and now look where I am next year. When next year comes, it's like, now look where I am, that I met these 3 women. They may be like your best friends, but I get 3 women will be very significant in your life going forward. Now, love. I'm going to try to get through this quick, but love is, let's be very clear. Some of you could have expressed yourself. I get particularly men and Leo women, you may be experiencing this, but there was an emotional sharing of your emotions to someone, wanting to extend yourself. So someone could have reached out to you, and you in turn revealed a lot to them emotionally, told them how you felt. And before anything could get off the ground, it was like a complete end. It was a fight. It turned into an argument. You felt like this person took your words and used it against you. That's maybe how you've been thinking about it and how you feel. But if that is the case, then definitely see the full side of everything. Okay. But you may feel like, you may be feeling that way. Someone may feel like you've done that to them. I feel like you're not really happy when it comes to love. And it doesn't look like some Leos. I'm sure not all Leos are sexless in the month of November, I'm sure. But some of you are a bit sexless. You just don't have the energy. You don't have the drive. You may be, again, literally sick. And it may not be you may not have the person that you really want to have that connection with available to you. I do see that some of you were trying to make some type of offer, a genuine offer to someone who either did not give you the time of day, or when they did, it was very cold. You may have felt it was calculating. You may have felt it was extremely hurtful. and you just moved on. You said, okay, fine, I'm out of here. Save it. Don't even worry about it. I don't need to hear anything else. I'm fine. Like that. Or you could be doing this to someone and they've done that to you. So reverse it how you need to do that, guys. I do see that some of you have definitely moved away from a relationship. It could have been a marriage, a very committed relationship. You've moved on. You could have physically moved away. And you have been trying to recover from this disconnection from another person. Again, you could have been in a committed relationship. It could be literally, of course, as they say, a Taurus. But, for everyone, that's not the case. And it just speaks to there being some type of commitment. However, I almost feel like for some of you, in moving away, you also left your responsibilities behind as well. So there has been, like, you have obligations and responsibilities, and with this commitment comes more than that. Some of you may have left behind an entire marriage and children. So with that was a disconnect of all of it. And I do see, again, there may be a lot of silence, taking time to yourself, not communicating. External to you, I feel like people are really, there may be someone who is moving on in their life, trying to gain traction in their life, trying to gather some form of success. They may feel like you're doing just fine. You're successful. You should be happy. You left, so you should be fine. And some people are now in a better space in their life. They're getting better. So with this breakup, externally, I feel like the person, if you have experienced a breakup, the person has definitely been trying to get back into themselves. There's still some restrictions here. There's still some needing to put a period on the situation. I feel like that's the case for both of you. I feel like external to you, this person may want to reconcile, but they know that they've got to let you go and they've got to move on. They know they have to, possibly because of the way that it all happened. So again, wanting to reconcile, but they themselves may be restricted. There could be a distance. I get a lot of distance when it comes to Leo readings right now. It's a lot of distance between you and another person. So they can't get to you and they feel restricted as well. Middle part of the month, though, I do feel like someone's definitely going to communicate. Beware that if this is some kind of communication that's coming in to you, somebody is definitely keeping some secrets, but it's going to come out. It will probably be forced out of their mouth. Like they didn't mean to say that, but they said it anyway. So some truths are going to be forced out of someone's mouth. You may even hear that someone's like, I have to move. I got kicked out of my place, or, I lost my job, or, you may hear anything, and it could be you telling them that as well. But there will be some communication about a losing of something, or again, coming out of the blue, wanting to reconcile, wanting to communicate and get things back together. It could just be simply wanting to get back together again. And it'll feel like it's coming out of the blue. Or if you're reaching out and saying that to someone, it'll feel like you're almost like, I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. I do feel like you hearing that news from someone, them giving you that news, is going to make you very happy, because it could be coming from the person that you want to hear it from. Excuse me, guys, if I'm wheezing. I have like a little bit of a cold trying to come on. But I feel like there's going to be an end. Okay, so it may be like gunshot. Someone could say it. I want to spend the holidays with you. I wanted to see if I could come over and spend the holidays with you, that sort of thing. But almost for some of you not mean it. So before anything can kind of get off the ground, it's over. And then there's a discussion about, or wanting to kind of make things right again. Doesn't necessarily go as planned, or someone reneges on it, or someone says, you know what, I don't want to do this. They tell you it's over, I'm done. Or you could be saying this to them. And then there's some avenues of you having to settle things when it comes to home life, where, if this was a marriage, settling assets, settling, payouts, agreements, like that's going to be very much your focus. If there's still an issue with a home situation, you're going to need to communicate that about the home, because you really want to start to free yourself from whatever issues that you've been boggled down with. Now, this could be a whole completely situation where it's like you need to settle things with one person, but then now because you want to move on with someone else, but we'll get into that. So it could very well be that, but I just get very strongly there's this needing to settle something, finally, wrap up the home, wrap up things as much as possible. You guys definitely wanting to, I just get very strongly, you're going to speak your truth. You're going to say exactly how you feel, or someone's going to tell you exactly how they feel. Someone's going to say, I want a commitment. I want to marry you. I want to be your wife. I want to be your husband. I want to live with you. I want to move to you. I want to come see you. Like, someone's going to let it all out. I feel that a decision is going to be made. However, you can't necessarily manifest that decision right now. And I say that why? Now, here's the thing. Those 3 women, Leo men, and I'll be glad when we get to the place, perhaps in May of 2019, where we can start seeing a whole change, when there's not all these different women, it's not all these different decisions that needs to be made. But there's 3 women here. Okay? And I'm going to say this, but be very careful for you cross watchers out there. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. And just because you are an earth sign, you are under any sign, it does not mean that you represent that sign in this particular reading. So be careful of how you're interpreting this. Now, very clearly, I'm saying for the Leo man, okay? And Leo women, you may be one of these women, or cross watcher you may be. Now, there's an earth sign woman, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, who have made a decision that they possibly don't want to be bothered with you, or you want to reconcile. They're having a hard time coming to that decision because they know that you have another option, at least 1 to 2 other women that you have an option, or you have 1 or 2 other women in your life that's causing a problem and you need to fix it before you can come and want to be serious. So there's this situation where you still are going to want to try to be around them, because I feel like long term, and when I say long term, this may be like years from now, before you finally be with this earth sign. It could be years from now, because you're going to continue to kind of be what I consider a pest. You're going to always text. You're going to always call. You're going to always still try to have this never care, kind of youthful, fun energy. However, you're not dealing with someone that's youthful or trying to have fun. They know what they want. They've stated what it is, and they're not going to accept anything different. I feel for you and this person, they could probably blow in the wind by next year. You don't hear from them for years. And then once you mature and perhaps get on the other side of things in your life, you can come full circle with this earth sign, perhaps, if not at all. Now, there is a water sign. Oh, but I wanted to go back to this earth sign. And this earth sign could have Gemini in their chart. Doesn't have to. But there is a very strong love connection with this earth sign. Very strong love connection with them. But you're just not ready for this earth sign. You're not ready. Now, I'm going to say why. You still have feelings for a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It's like you'll do whatever it takes. You know, she needs you. You're Johnny on the spot. You're there. You're taking care of her. You're cutting her lawn. You're fixing her lights. You're doing whatever you can do because you still can't get away from this woman. You have a very strong desire and a very insatiable, perhaps, appetite toward this woman. And you may have tried to fight your feelings, but never you damn, you just can't seem to do it. Now, you may give up the idea right now of a relationship. This may be someone that you have very strong feelings for, or you keep your eye on, and this is like the one at this time, but she may not want you, or you guys could have broken up. And now you really are feeling like I may have an opportunity to get back again. So you may be working together. She may work at your job, or you may work together, like do business together. But whatever you can do, it seems like you will do to try to be with this woman. And if there is a choice between her and this earth sign, seems like you're going to drop the earth sign and really focus on this water sign so that you can make things happen with her, because that is who's in your energy right now. And like anyone, you have to see that situation completely through so you will have no regrets. So be honest with yourself, Leo, because I've been saying this for like years now. Leos aren't being honest with themselves, and you guys are making a mess of things because of it. Now, there's a third person in your life, and for some of you, it could be that you're going to hear that your child, especially if you are further in years, your grown adult child could be having children. And yes, this is going to run a little long because your spread revealed things to me that I did not anticipate, so it's kind of long. But you may hear that someone is pregnant. Yeah, you may hear that someone's pregnant, about to have a baby. You don't know how you feel about that, but you're going to attend the festivities nonetheless. I feel that others of you, there could be a woman in your life whom you were married to, whom you have children by, and you're trying to decide if you would like to perhaps invite them to festivities, attend festivities with them, or reunite with them. Okay, you want to get back. I'm not going to say you want to get back together with the person, but you want to. This is the reuniting card, coming back together. But again, particularly with this woman, the woman that you have children by, three other women accompanies her, or she could be one of three. So I wouldn't say that this is the person that you kind of want to be with. You want to be okay with. There may be, I get underlying guilt or some sense of, how do I fix this? How do I make this right? I want everything to be okay between us, but you may renege on it. You may not. Again, that's where that strength, that challenge and that strength card is plaguing you to make the call, make the initial action toward her. Because again, you probably will hear, oh, all of these women and that sort of thing. This could have been the person that you definitely cheated on. And, or some of you, if you've lost a wife, you could have, and like passed on, you could be thinking about your wife at this time. But if that's not the case, you may want to make things right with the mother of your children, but you decide against it because you know that there just needs to be some time to heal. And you just feel like, okay, I'm just hoping for the best. I hope that, at some time, everything between us will just get better, but I'm not going to reach out and make things worse, is what it looks like to me. I feel like some of you, when it comes to that mother, the mother of your children, this person needs time to heal. Definitely. They're getting over it, but I feel like the lies and the deceit was a lot. And no matter how much you tried to call and mend fences and things were revealed, they need time. And I feel like they're going to have a full healing by February of 2019. Like they'll fully be healed. And I think perhaps by, again, like that May time that I was speaking of, is when you'll find that everything is coming full culmination. So if you're single, I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities. Some of you may be getting invited to events and seeing people. But you have to be careful, because you can wind up being one of these three women, and that drags on all the way until May of 2019 before this person makes a final decision of who he's going to choose. If you're a water sign and you're listening to this, again, this is just a prediction. Months and months ahead does not guarantee what I'm saying right now, but you may be the chosen one out of the other two. And ultimately speaking, the earth sign may be the final stop, if that makes any sense. The earth sign may be the final stop, but the water sign is definitely the preferred one at this time, is what it looks like to me. So that's what I have for you guys. I know it was a very specific reading. I'm just at the point that I kind of really want to wrap this up. It's gotten too long, longer than I ever intended. So I'm going to wrap this up now. I may come back later and give you guys a different reading, focusing on love, that you guys may be able to kind of sink your teeth in. So that's what I have for you. If you like a personal with me, please do so in the comment section below. or in the beginning and into this video, I believe. If you would like to share your thoughts, please do so in the comment section below. I think I said that if you want to read it with me, I said all of that. I did not say, however, if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with a shorter one. Take care, Leo.